Welcome to Torment, the tides of the Numenera. Did you ever notice, have you ever noticed that, or do you remember that Numenor is the place in the west, I think, where all the Aragorns and all the other people in Lord of the Rings come from? Numenor, Numenera, Numenorians, you remember? Do you know? Anything? Yeah. Just wanted to point that out there, even if nobody cares. So, let's continue with Torment Tides of Numenera. Welcome to you, and I am so stupid and forgot my water again. But I need water. It's hot. It's getting hot in here, and I'm not taking off my clothes. Not again. Only if you want Affentheater. So, see you soon. There we have it. Water for me, water for you. Well, not really, but maybe you're drinking some. Because it's a hot day and people need water. Heldrick! Thank you very much! Boom. Can we... No, it's too late. Yeah. Fuck the delay. Greetings and salutations, Heldrick, the Lord of the Dricks. I think I was in the middle of saying nothing, so we will just continue this game. Heldrick, how are you? Loaded. And go into the gaming mode. I do love Torment Tides of Numenera. The answer to that question, Heldrick, is yes. I do. Although you could argue about the definition of love, especially considering it's a game and not a person.
Let's go.
Is there a flea on my... Flea? No, fly. Not a flea. Which would be... You have my attention, Heldrick. Tormenty. It's too close to Normandy, I'd say. And I don't want my... Hello, Captain Greenbear! What a surprise that you're here just now, and...
Is kind of nice.
Wasser ist Leben, Hendrik, auf jeden Fall. Prostata. I thought that you would just tune in for Gothic 2, maybe, and only on... When did we see each other the first time? On Monday? But you have time at this hour, at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and you're here. Thank you very much, Captain Greenbear. Ahoy. And I have to admit, I clicked on your channel and visited you without saying anything. And nice work, first of all. And second, I had a question for you. The first one is, I, for example, play games mostly in the original version, so in English, most of the time, when the developers are making the game in English at first.
I should really get moving before someone tries to kill me.
Shut up. When they're from America, for example, and when the game is developed in English, I play it in English. Mostly. Almost every time. But you even play Gothic and Risen in English, and I wondered why. Why do you do that? Maybe. And then I visited your YouTube channel that you are not intending to resurrect. And then I saw you talk English. And then I thought, that's pretty good. That's without the accent, the German accent that I sometimes have, a little. And then I thought, Captain Greenbear, are you originally from Germany? Is German your mother tongue or not? So, basically only one question, but a lot of introduction into that question. If you want to say anything to that, because you have been silent this whole time so far, so I'm not even sure you're listening. Aber Ahoi, Captain Greenbear, Ahoi. Und noch eine andere Frage. Another question with, I don't know, several thousand YouTube subscribers or followers, whatever. Why, and much less in Twitch. Why are you not YouTubing again? Why did you stop? That's why. Okay. Hello, Shiroxy! Well, I'm flummoxed. So many people here. The GOG summer sale, Nina. I wanted to... Good that you mentioned it, because Shiroxy. I also saw that you have... what's the game? Sleeping Dogs on your wish list on Steam. But on Steam, you only get the Sleeping Dogs normal edition for German audiences. But you get the Sleeping Dogs definitive edition that I've been waiting for years now. It's only in English because it's censored in Germany. You cannot play it, you cannot get it anywhere. But you can get it on GOG without DRM. So if you ever want to play Sleeping Dogs with the definitive edition for only $3 fucking bucks, I think, or 3 or 4. And that's even worth it in my opinion. And so I bought it, even though I have the normal edition on Steam. Sleeping Dogs Definitive Edition. Look at that summer sale. Or whatever sale. Oh, okay, Captain Greenbear. That explains it. But how long have you been on Twitch? I thought, looking at those YouTube numbers, and I think you're doing that for several years now, aren't you? Streaming or playing Let's Plays, showing Let's Plays. Are you a little new on Twitch? Because then I thought, why has he only 60 followers, just like I have, when I thought that you should have, I don't know, many, many more than I do. That explains it. Were you on Mixer or another streaming platform before? Because I was on Mixer. I will open a window now because I don't think I will survive this. I thought I closed it because I wanted to give you the best audio experience, but I can't. So I'm sorry if you hear birds chirping or I know it's or cars carring driving. Cars don't drive themselves. So if you hear car noises or bird noises, I'm sorry. It's not the game, it's me. You don't know any mixers. So you've never been on Mixer. That's what I take from that answer. Okay. Now, first of all, thank you for being here, Captain Greenbear. Tuesdays and Thursdays, like I think you've noticed by now, are my English streams, but I see that you have no problem understanding any of that. Last time, we did several things, but the thing where we are right now is inside our head. This is the labyrinth in our mind. And we have cleaned it up a little. The sorrow, the monster that hunts us, has taken residence here in some far corners of our mind. And this is kind of the first corner where we banished it from. We conquered it, we destroyed it, or we froze it. These are the rests of it. And now we haven't explored this place yet. We had to, first of all, we had to clean these sorrow fragments out of here. Or, well, we have to besiegen. Well, you know what I mean. And now we will look around. What's here? No, I don't know Captain Greenbear. I thought that maybe we were on the same streaming platform before, but no, he was tuning in on this Monday, and that's it. That's where I know Captain Greenbear from. And Shroxy, have you listened to my sleeping dogs tip? Not that you haven't. What do you say to that? So, let's explore. What's this? The machine projects a looping holographic scene. As you study it, you briefly feel it probe your mind, and then an onrushing wave of artificial nostalgia as it summons memories. Allow the memory to come, of course. You have been walking under the wasted sun for what feels like days. The sun does not move on the horizon, and its incessant heat has scoured the plane of life. Your water is running low, and you are seriously considering abandoning this body. So it's of course, it's a memory from the Changing God that can just switch bodies anytime he wants to. And then you see shapes shimmering on the horizon. You release an eye catcher. It will tell you if this is a mirage or a destination. It shoots into the sky, vanishing from sight, and returns with good news. You've discovered an oasis of sorts. Ooh, this might be Mil Avest, where we are supposed to go now, in order to find Mazov, who can help us rebuild the resonance chamber to put us back together. You trudge onward, bitterly wishing for better boots. When at last you reach the rude collection of wattle and daub huts, primitive humans gathering around you, beseeching you in a strange tongue. They offer you some of their precious remaining water, and you settle down to learn the basics of their language. After a day, you know enough to understand the depth of their plight. They say the lurker in the cave has stolen the sun's momentum. They beg for your aid. After a fitful nap, you begin the perilous climb to the cave. Inside, a long-forgotten installation houses a trapped construct. It speaks through the scree of a fallen ceiling, and it tells you that it has demanded the autochtons clear the rubble. When they refused to dig it free so that it could return to its work, it sealed the plane inside a time bubble. They will come to reason, it concludes. You don't have time for this. The construct's needs are paltry compared to the need for water. So this might be the place where we got the technology to remove Sagus Cliffs from its current time. Huh. I have. Okay, you have. So good. Buy Sleeping Dogs Definitive Edition on GOG. That's my tip. You concentrate, marshalling your powers, the tides you have been researching. You imagine them as a blade, and you hurl them against the construct's circuitry. The machine struggles, throwing up defenses against you, but it is no match for this new energy. It fizzles and dies, and you feel a wrench as time lurches back into motion. You look at your hands. The flesh hangs loose on your suddenly skeletal frame. A steep price to protect these villagers. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Nothing new. Okay. These are the consoles to activate and deactivate these things. Yeah, I know. Okay, and we can do this. You see? Nice.
Of course.
Nothing to do there. Another memory. Let's see. As you inspect this device, you feel it rifling through your mind, bringing up a blur of unbidden images. One of them in particular demands your attention, tugging insistently at a buried memory. You enter the tavern and every face turns to you. The warm susurrus of conversation trails off. They know you, and they know what you've come here for. The Aldea, which is a village full of Numenera stuff, of Thor supports the nearby clave, and the locals keep a chary eye on the Aeon priests. A clave is a collection of Aeon priests, outside of their own base. They know the dangers of the Numenera the scientists unearth, and, given their proximity to the endless battle, they know what your tattoo means. All of us cast-offs, or also the Changing Guard, has a tattoo right on their head, which instantly identifies you as a cast-off. You hear the sharp whisper, "Cast-off scum." You don't give them the satisfaction of looking. but you can feel the tension in the room as you make your way up to the bar. The tavern keeper won't meet your eye. You know what comes next. You sigh and turn to face the room. A large, burly woman stands in front of you. You're not welcome here, cast-off. Your damn war is a bane. We'll have no cast-offs here, not anymore. Get out, or by the gods we'll make you wish you had. You feel energies building and swirling within you. Your smile is savage as you weave a net of the tides. You have no idea who you're talking to. I am no cast-off. I am their creator. I am the author of the endless battle. I am the changing god, and you will revere me. You hold your hands wide, and the tides spill from you. Half the villagers fall to their knees, weeping as your will twists their hatred into adoration. The burly woman yanks a knife from her belt. You'll not take my mind, monster! Her neighbors fall on her before she can take another step, knives flashing. Her life spills across the floor around your feet. You step through it, trailing bloody footprints to the door. You're not sure if the disgust you feel is for the dead woman or for yourself. I am inclined to say it's for yourself. Okay. Nice guy, this changing guard. Yeah, we have seen those before. You can do nothing there, I guess. No. Nothing to do here.
Let's go.
Captain Greenbear, if you're still here, what have you done before Twitch? Is this... Because you were Let's Playing for such a long time, I thought, if I remember correctly, on YouTube, but streaming is... You haven't streamed anywhere before, have you? If so, why not? Because, I mean, streaming and recording Let's Plays, it's pretty similar, isn't it? Or is it not? A low aromatic fog surrounds this device, and every whiff of the vapor conjures up a memory from deep within you. Let them come, let them come! The cheering throng that spreads before you across Government Square has a voice like thunder, rolling and booming through the city. The people in it are victims, survivors, victors. And the last of their enemies kneels before you on the broad steps. You hold your hands aloft for silence. The thunder subsides to a low murmur and becomes a quiet, hungry wait. They want to see vengeance. And so do you. Oh, the ache is so strong. August Detail Code 2, you proclaim. Orphan Maker. Hope Smasher. The crowd seethes at his titles. Today is the day of your judgment. Today is the day that Tabat pay in full for the crimes against our citizens, against humanity everywhere. Today sees an end at last to the Tabat. The crowd erupts in frenzied joy. You lean forward and whisper in his ears. You have two choices. A quick death or an immortality for which you sacrifice your ambition and your freedom. The Tabat stares at you, his strange eyes wide.
Why?
Because one choice will end your subjugation, here, now, cleanly. The other will give you immortality, but by imprisoning you in time. But consider, one day I might die. And on that day you will still be here. I am giving you a gift. If you can master it, a victory. But only if you can learn the deadly art of patience. The Tabat scouts, sensing some trick. You touch him with your mind to shove him over the edge of desire. He winces as the ripple of your psyche washes over him. He rumbles.
Death holds no fear, but I will tell the future how I bested you.
You smile as you turn away, signaling for the machines that will enslave him to your will. Then you pause. He was a notable foe. Perhaps it deserved better than to be a permanent marker to your triumph. You owed him the right to make his own choices, you think? Then you remember the faces of the sickened and dying. You inject him yourself. So this is how the genocide came to be. I stopped doing all that online business for a couple of years. YouTube became really annoying at some point. Oh, you mean because of the audience? Which I am lucky to say which I haven't experienced so far, but which I know which can turn into a problem, or was it too time consuming and taking too much from your normal offline everyday life? Or was it something completely different?
All right.
Quick save. Let's say this little device issues a series of ticks and clicks, and each one calls to a different part of your mind. You feel a memory coming. Let him come! You're lost in the scent of her hair, the taste of her mouth, the feel of her skin. You stumble against the door and fumble with the lock, unwilling to break contact with this remarkable, beautiful, wonderful woman. Even before you manage to wrestle the door open, you're already shrugging out of your clothes. I'm not feeling that comfortable to read that out aloud, but okay. Once inside, the rest of your clothes disappear as if by magic. The city outside is noisy, but you can't hear the din of the market as you focus on her breath, her eyes, her body, and the day vanishes like your clothes. Eventually, hours later, night falls, and the two of you collapse onto the ruined bed. She drifts off to sleep, whispering in your ear of what you could accomplish together. As her contented breathing warms your chest, you reflect. You never expected Salimeri to be like this when you sought her out. You intended only to take advantage of her position and her expertise, but she has become so much more in such a short time. She makes you reconsider everything you've been striving towards for all these years. Salimeri is the one of the Aeon priests, the one that we went into the Iyene blah 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 Lazarette into, which remembered us, but we didn't remember her. Gods, you don't remember feeling love like this for anyone since... No. Another memory swells and reminds you of your goal. What you want in this moment can't distract you from the centuries you have spent building this life. You stroke Salimeri's hair and the tides trickle from you into her dreams. You break her love for you, turning it back to the work you discussed. You refocus her mind and rebuild her affection. You don't want to lose this, but you can't cast off your ambition. You lie in bed, waiting for her to wake, for the work to start again. A single tear wells in your eye. You dash it away. So, is he a monster? Monster? Is he not? Hard to say. We have this. I think we haven't
Of course.
interacted with this one. Images flicker in the air, projected from this machine, reliving the same scene over and over again. As you study the device, you feel it reaching into your mind, pulling memories to the surface. You are watching a display cast through crystal prisms. The images and the colors are jagged rainbow, just as they have been in every previous iteration of this machine, when they should be a single glowing picture, at least. If this device is to function as intended, you hiss through your teeth in frustration. How many years must you waste in trying to align these energies? Is this effort fruitless? Turn it off, you snarl. Your apprentice pays you no heed. A moment longer, he murmurs. Just a moment. He's kneeling before the control panel and he reaches in to make a slight adjustment. Above him, the images and the colors align. He sits back on his haunches, an enormous grin wreathing his face. I knew it. I could hear it whispering to me. It's like it wants to be done. This is my masterpiece. Now what's the next step? You're not sure if your cast of prodigy is talking to you or the machine. You stare at the back of his head. He's undeniably gifted. In certain aspects, you have to admit he even surpasses you. This is, after all, part of why you constructed his body the way you did. But now that he's achieved this, do you dare to let him return to the world? He knows your deepest secret now, and holds your future in his hands. But you feel a certain affection for him. To kill him would be poor thanks indeed. Instead, you speak. Mazov, you whisper. He turns around, and the instant he makes eye contact, the full force of your psychic power crashes through his meager defenses. You insinuate yourself into his memories and erase the details of this last year of work. It's a crude tool, a bludgeon, but you tell yourself that it's kinder than destroying him. You almost believe it. It's not a lie if you believe it. Okie dokie, I think that's all the memories we can see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bye-bye, my mind, bye-bye. Just another, just see, watch, yeah, can you listen, hear, everything nice. Ah. You did it. This whole place feels, I don't know, brighter now. But don't get cocky. The Sorrow can still kill you well and good in the real world. Find Massive before that happens. Again. Farewell. Good luck. Okie dokie. It's so empty. Oh, nay. Oh, nay. There's everything. Okay. So let's get back to reality. Whoop, there goes gravity. And see if Elegern is okay, because he died in this last battle, but I thought maybe that's okay because it was a battle in our mind. There was a car right now. Did you hear that? I hope you didn't. And I think you didn't. Because Miss Timber last time said that she doesn't. Ooh, they're all very much okay. Great. So where are we? There we are. Wasser ist Leben, liebe Leute. Water is life, is life. Sorry, it's such a bad song. What? I am not sure if this is a bug or if it's part of the atmosphere, but that's the first time I see that. Pretty cool. A little creepy, but very cool. Okay. I think it's not a bug because this is, it's just too out there. I guess that's what it looks like. Huh. And now it's back to normal. Ooh, Torment, you surprised me. I thought you couldn't anymore because I played through you before. Now, Infestation. We did that. Fragments left behind by the Sorrow's incursion have wormed their way deep into the labyrinth, and we have killed them. Or whatever we did to them. We are free of its obstruction. Deeper reserves my power. Oopsie. Now I think One True Love, Seven of the Tides. There's not a lot to do here. Now we can. Yeah, we should do this quest. We have. I'll just read it out so you know what we're doing. Omadon. A man I met at the Caravanserai, where we are right now, is looking for his lost love, Persea. He says that she suffers from a madness that causes her to flee from imagined dangers, and he has been trying to catch up to her for years. Omadon tracked Persea to Sagus Cliffs, our city, or this city, and he asked me to help him look for her. But what we know from Tranquility is that she revealed that she hosted Persea for a short time, and she related a tale that was very different from Omadon's. She says that Omadon found Persea entombed in the Valley of Dead Heroes and became obsessed with her. He used ancient science to bring her back to life, then expected her to love him in return. Persea didn't share his feelings, and she has fled from him ever since. Given this information, I must decide whether I should help Omadon or hinder him. I have a very strong opinion on what we should do, but as this stream is your choices and my voices, you can decide what we should do. Should we help Omadon, that creepy stalker, or should we help Persea, that innocent woman? And by the way I put that, I think you know what I would do, and what I did last time. But if you want me to help the stalker, I will, even though it wouldn't feel good. So this is Omadon. Let's see what happens if we talk to him. I think we can rat out Persea to him. Hello again, friend. Any news of Persea? Have you seen her? What caused her madness? Terrors from her early life that reassert themselves occasionally. They are treatable, but only with constant care. I don't think we should tell him that Tranquility told us, because then he might know that Persea was at the hostel. So, and this certainly would help him, so I think I will go this route now. No. Kein Problem, Shiroxy. Wie ich schon immer meinte, ihr könnt alle Deutsch schreiben, auch von mir aus. Aber das war auch schnell und einfach übersetzt anscheinend. Ja. Ich rede Englisch, außer ich rede mit euch, wenn ihr Deutsch reden wollt, also kein Problem. Ja, pst, ich bin leise. Ich verpetz dich nicht. Okay. I heard a different story of how you met Persea. I heard you fell in love with her corpse and somehow restored her to life. His face reddens with rage. Did Tranquility tell you this? Well, she lies! Persea was not dead. She was made inanimate by ancient technologies. I merely used other technologies to awaken her from a long slumber. That's not what you told me. Can you blame me for telling a tale? Small-minded people would focus too much on the resurrection and not on the love that was born of it. People are happy to say love conquers all to each other all day long, but break what they naively call the laws of nature to achieve it, and they come after you with sticks. Tell me the truth. The distinction is more subtle than you might think. Some of the prior worlds made no distinction at all. But that isn't important. What is important is that we love each other, and I must get her back! Psycho. So, Shiroxy, good idea that you turned down the sound, because otherwise I think your boss would have heard me now. Game saved? Game saved. Hey, Tranquility! I need your help. With Omadon and Persea, please. Well, if he is, hello, Shiroxy's boss. Mwah! Welcome! Willkommen, Shiroxy's boss. Wassers Leben. Bitte schalten Sie auch nächste Woche, Montag, Mittwoch, Dienstag und Donnerstag, das war eine komische Reihenfolge, wieder ein und schauen Sie zu. Vielen Dank. Ihr Feuerglatze. Ich denke auch, I think your boss knows you under a different name, Shiroxy. So I think you're safe here. No. I need your help. What did you wish to do? Well, what do we want to do? Do we want to bring the stalker and his love? Yes, you do liebäugel with Google Stadia. Liebäugeln is a very nice German word, now that you say it. It's a cloud gaming platform, isn't it? And I did hear from it, or hear about it, but I thought that there was mostly only, well, you can't play every game that you have via Google Stadia, but I think that cloud gaming in itself is a pretty good idea because it frees you from having to upgrade your hardware every several years. I mean, Shiroxy, it's the kind of games that you and I play, we don't have that problem that much. But sometimes I want to play a game and feel that my PC could be a little better. So yeah, I think cloud gaming might be good. But my father, for example, has the Nvidia Shield, which I think has similar properties, which can do similar things. So if you haven't looked into that, maybe you should compare them first before you liebäugel too much with Google Stadia. Oh, you tested it? How can you... So you bought it and returned it when you thought it wasn't that good? Okay, what should we do with Amadon? I want to convince him. I mean, that would be... Then she would be free of him once and for all. She would always be on the run if we did these two things. So yeah, let's try to convince him to stop following her. A noble course of action, though not an easy one, I fear. I wish you good luck. Oh. Okay. Thank you. Hey, Amadon. Amadon. Friend? We're still friends? Well, maybe that's the option that we... Okay, let's try that. Hates me? She's hardly given me a chance. I gave her life. She should be grateful. Instead, she runs like I'm some monster. Ah, you in GeForce Now. And GeForce Now is just software, right? But they said my internet is too slow for it. I don't know if they don't like WLAN. Yeah, you and your Wi-Fi. It's a love-hate relationship, isn't it? And tested the free month there and only tested Witcher 3. Ah, okay. So then still but you still, for cloud gaming, you also need kind of a good upload due to, well, the controls. You have to send your controls over the internet, so it doesn't have input lag. But, well, yeah, I think your problem isn't the speed or anything, but it's the stability. So maybe cloud gaming in itself isn't the best option for where you live right now anyway. But still, it's worth a try. But maybe it's worth a try after you moved, because then maybe the internet connection is more stable. So, do you intend to research Nvidia Shield as well? And I think there are also even more cloud gaming platforms that, because it's the red topic right now in gaming, or it was some months ago. And I know there's more than only Nvidia and Google, but I think Nvidia is the last time that I looked, I think Nvidia had the best offer, I would say. Do you really want someone who doesn't want you? If she says she doesn't love you, then you should believe her. Do the right thing and let her go. You're clearly a man of great Yeah. She doesn't love you, believe her. Pfft, I am doing the right thing. I love her. How can love be wrong? You don't know her like I do. Nobody does. Well, my last cast-off is very wise. I mean, I know that he's doing some crazy stuff, but I couldn't have come up with this answer. Okay, Tibia, isn't that your field of expertise? Love. What do you have? Persuasion specialized. But I have 2 effort levels. Okay, Tibia. Tibia, you tell him. 100%. 90%. 85%. Okay, no, let's... 90%, Tibia, come on! Success! For a long moment, Omadon looks like he's about to punch you, but then he turns away. You're right. My Perseia was the one who slept. The one who woke was a stranger to me, and I have tortured both her and myself by trying to force her reality to match my fantasy. I've been a fool. And worse, a villain. She will not see me again.
Making a note.
Nice! It must be the stick or something. Yes, that should be it. Like, Ilbrick and I both of us used some Wi-Fi sticks in the past, and both of us had problems with that. So maybe it's not even the stick in itself, but the USB port. I think maybe you can do something there. You don't need NVIDIA Shield. Yeah, now that you said GeForce Now, I also don't know anymore what did what. NVIDIA Shield is mostly there for you to... Well, it's like Amazon Fire TV a little, so that you can play your video games on a bigger screen. But I don't know what NVIDIA Shield else can do. Okie dokie. There's no more quests anymore. So we could try to reach the Valley of the Dead. Valley of Dead Heroes. Should we... One last go around. Okay, nothing here. Memorialist. Farewell. Perhaps we will see you again sometime. Couldn't find a captain who'd take us all the way to the Andes battle. We'd have to walk part of the way. Yeah, but I've talked to all these people before, so I won't talk to the commoners. To the citizens. Ooh. Ziobi. Who was Ziobi again? Tell him about Peerless, yes. You draw an approximation of the Reef of Fallen Worlds, indicating the location where you met the Peerless drones with an X, and copying the Orphans' original drawing next to it. The one on the left crouches and adds a few quick strokes that you take to be a query for further information. And after some thought, you draw one of the drones you encountered, then some more beside it for good measure, linking them all together in an attempt to indicate their connection to one another. The Orphan on the right likewise crouches and stops your hands before turning to face its twin. Long moments pass before they look back at you in unison. Then they each reach inside themselves, withdrawing parts of an unidentifiable device. They fit the parts together, handing you a complete but curious Numenera, the likes of which you've never seen. You have the feeling they are very pleased to have this particular intelligence reported to them. Conduit rings. It's an artifact. It's not even a cipher. Nice. You don't need that. Okay. Yeah, well, good luck with GeForce Now. Can you test that right away? Are the wheels in motion? Are you doing that right now? Live as we speak, Shiroxy? Then I wish you good luck. How's the brightness? It's okay. Energize. Choose a damage. Energize. All damage dealt is conventional. Okay. This is a set of 3 rings connected by thin wiring that can be placed over the index finger. The metal is cool to the touch, but the wiring pulses with weird energies. Once activated, the 3 rings together act as a power conduit, siphoning different types of otherworldly power directly into your strikes. Ooh. Ooh. I understand. Who was Zayobi? Ah, okay. What? How's your GOG spree going? Have you bought everything you wanted to buy, or are you still in the process? Who's Zayobi? I don't think she's in the codex. Is she? No, she's not. Zayobi. Okay, so you're taking a break, but you have them all in your shopping cart, Warenkorb. Zayobi. Who's Zayobi? Not all, of course. Okay, okay. Zayobi. I don't want to rat people out that I like, that are okay. They would only hear about the assholes from me. Zayobi, is she a... No, who's Zayobi? I kind of put that name. You could go up to 500. Oh.
All right.
Do you have a limit that you set for yourself? Or do you think that it could happen that you buy all of it for 500 euros? It's over 500! Who's Zayobi? Zayobi. I put that name... I think it's in Cliff's Edge. No, never. Okay. What? No, never... You don't have a limit, or no, never, you would never pay this amount? Zayobi. What, Underbelly? I have a limit. Ah, okay. And where is your limit? And then that's Zaofi. Zayobi. Oh, was she in the Underbelly? Ugh. 50 euro in a sale, okay. That sounds... It sounds like a good idea to have a limit. Yeah. I think I did some buying shopping sprees in my Steam shopping time. But I think I also never quite reached that much more than 50 euros. Ah, Zayobi is Lox from the Fifth Eye Tavern. Now I remember. No, she's cool. I won't tell them about her. But also, maybe they are not doing anything bad to them. What if Penis is there? I think a caravanserai. How do I get to? I'm going completely the wrong way. Let's see if the first one that I told them about is still there, and if she's well and happy, maybe I should tell them about Ziobi. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. So yeah, this stream today, but I don't think it will take that much of our time. But we will leave Sagus Cliffs today. But before we do, of course, like any good role-playing game player does, we will see what we have missed so far. Some more light action here. That's a little better. Okay. No, Sylph is still there. She seems alright. Because that's the first one I told them about. Explorers, explorers, explorers. He stretches. Sailors, barkeep. Anything new with you? Maybe should I help? Okay, maybe should. Tarnic hops. Nothing new with him.
All right.
Spoke to... Oh! Let's speak to Tranquility. Maybe she will thank us for helping Persea. Be right back! Okie dokie! I convinced Omadon. That is wonderful news. Her eyes shining. You have done her a great kindness. Okie dokie. Farewell. Now that Shiroxy will be right back, I think I will take my pee break right now as well. So, see you in a minute, folks! Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Sorry. Captain Greenbear and anyone else who hasn't seen that many Torment streams and is completely confused what this game is about. If you want to, I can just say so, and I can give you a medium and a very long recap of what this game is about and what's happening so far. So, if you want to, just tell me, and if not, I will just keep playing along. Silver Orphans. I will not tell them about Ziobi. But the foreman in the Underbelly, I mean, they would never be able to do anything with them because they are guarded. Trying to save the lighting situation. Sorry, I sometimes do that. Okay, let's just play. The foreman. Can you hear me? Yes, can you hear me? I mean, the master foreman. I don't care about the master foreman. The artisan is okay, and the crippled foreman is dead already. So let's tell them about them. You sketch an approximation of the city's manufactory, including rough depictions of the foremen, careful to indicate how they tower over the human workers. Then you draw a line connecting them to the Orphans symbol for machine intelligences. The Silver Orphans watch you intently until your drawing is complete. The Orphan on the right reaches inside itself again, drawing out another object that it drops into your waiting hands. Stillness cage. It's an oddity. When a living animal is placed inside this bird cage, the device automatically activates, putting the creature into stasis. Theoretically, it could preserve a living being indefinitely, though the cage's size limits this to very small creatures. This cage is inactive, and you do not have the means to reactivate it. But my natural trained law says that a century ago, the elite of Harif priced stillness cages to preserve the outrageously expensive pets until they discovered that the stasis warped their animals' minds, turning the creatures savage when they emerged from a cage. That's... Well, maybe they should have... Someone should have told them. Oh, do you have a flex skill ready? Let's see. You have machinery and natural. You have machinery. Then we need mystic.
Yes.
Mystic lore from... Or mystical. From him.
Never felt better than I do right now.
Shiroxy, you are...
Sure enough.
You are the star of this channel. And too bad you can almost do nothing with the function. With the function, you can activate the sounds. That's always nice. But I think they are a little hard to use. But, well, I don't know. Well, the game wishes... You can wish the game wishes with the Flämmchen. Not the function. Flämmchen are for the game requests. The function are for sounds. And 8-ball and quotes. And the emote explosion. Just if you were confused about that, that little info for you. So, let's continue with talking to anyone who has a name. Airship captain. I don't think he's important. Good day to you too. Master Renio. Nothing new with you, I would say, but let's just try. Well, you can post all of these wishes. You know how you do it. Again. Blah, 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 blah. Nothing new. We can fly with him to... You know what I mean? Here. Quijano del Teboso. We have talked to him before, but I don't think we have really... I think there were some options that we missed. I know. Okay. Can you give us some sneak peeks about what you would wish? Hey, I want to play it. I want to play Final Fantasy X. So even if I hate it, it's not your fault. I want to play it. But like you said last time, a game of, I don't know, 80 hours or so? I don't think I can allow those wishes, but you can tell me that you want to see it, and I will play it even before Final Fantasy VII if you want to. By my own wish, you know? We meet again on the jagged slopes of Mount Ethiador, clapping you on the shoulder. Your bones creak. What brings you here? I may know if an enemy is worthy of you. I can only pray that you are right. Good night. Oh, actually... Okay, bye-bye. See you then.
Go.
I think there's nothing to do here on Caravanserai. Then let's go to... What's there? Government Square? What's there? Government Square. What's there? Government Square. You understand. That's good. I always like when people understand what I'm saying. If they don't, then mostly it's my fault, I know. Bam. Phew, I'm glad that I can open the window without you hearing all of the birds. That was different when I played at the beginning with my webcam microphone, which of course isn't nearly as good as this thing.
Let's go.
Nothing new there, I think. Oh, let's visit the Aeon Priests in a second.
Yes.
Examine it. Nothing to do there. Yeah, go here. Levi, Nano. Snurf. From again, procreate. Reproductive processes. Ah. Lan Uring, the spy. Blah, blah. Farewell. Salimeri. Well, maybe we can talk to her about something new, as we saw this one memory in our mind that tells us a little about her. Okay.
Fair enough.
Guess not. Minov Danyang. Mechanical Numenera. And the Other of Truth. Again. Farewell. Kalestige would not talk to us.
Ready? I'm always ready.
Papers and books. That's for Elegon. Beleazar. Nothing new with you. I mean, he's not even listening. Okay.
Why not?
We have done this riddle. Kalestige will not talk to us when Elegon is near. Okay, so let's leave. So, maybe in the red thicket.
I am the very soul of action.
I know where it is. I know. Iyene. Some new secrets. I know the answer to that. Let's trade info about my past. Well, maybe. Let's just see what she gives us for that. Her gaze flickers from your face to your hair and then your hands. Interesting, she says, touching the air above her wrist. But far more interesting for you, I'd imagine, especially at the time. The side of her mouth quirks. Now, for your interesting secret, she traces the corner of her lips thoughtfully. Oh, of course. My sources say that the visitant Pelii has been lining her pockets with the proceeds from sticker eggs. That's why she wanted us to steal the eggs. Not only to extort them, but also to sell them. That bitch. I'm glad we didn't help her. More info about Sagus Cliffs? No. Well, we don't give a fuck about Lord Wunken, so read him out. That explains a great deal, she says, swiping 2 fingers the length of her arm. Now, for your interesting secret. Yes. The construct known as Master Artisan has been able to repair its eyes for years and prefers to be blind. Okay. The anechoic lazaret can be opened with the eye of a Mlox. Why not? Her eyebrows rise halfway towards her hairline. Very useful, she says, swiftly tapping the air over her breastbone several times. Fascinating. Now, perhaps this. The Memoria is closing her hand over this city. Anyone who does not already work for her soon will. Unless something changes. It usually does. Sorry for blah blah. Another secret. Okay, bye-bye, Iyene. Irathor Bren. He hasn't helped us before. I don't think he will help us now, but again, Okay, farewell.
Look out below!
Alison Paris. Something
Sideways!
new here? Again. Farewell. Sanguine. Again. Questions? No. They say she knows everything, but that's a lie. She doesn't know how to dress herself, that's for certain. I've offered to help her, but she won't come in my shop. Says I'm too expensive. She knows everything but style. Secrets, yes. What to wear? Not so much. I despair of her. Council clerk. There's a fellow with hands everywhere. And I mean that quite literally. He takes care of all the council's documents and his papers and documents stored in 100 places all over town, but can pluck them from the air around him at will. Something. Oh, let's see what you have to sell. Only usable by the last cast-off, who has a pretty good armor already, so we don't need that. Other shields. Let's leave.
Action! Here I come!
The council clerk. Anything that you can tell me that I haven't heard before? I thought we talked about that. No, you don't mean how do I think it is, but how did I actually find out about the apartment, right? eBay Kleinanzeigen. That's how we found our apartment. Some general questions. But we were also looking at Immo Scout 24 and all the other search engines. And they were always quite good, but I think this apartment was only in eBay Kleinanzeigen. Another story. Let's talk about paperwork. Farewell. Okay. Sigan. Okay. Nothing of interest here at Government Square. Oh, no, let's go to the Underbelly first. And then to Circus Minor, right? Yes.
Go.
I don't think we have missed... Oh, yes, we did miss something. In Underbelly, there's a murderer on the loose. Yes, let's begin that quest. I'm glad I'm doing the runs here. You're back! The frozen construct says, glaring down at you. We don't train novices here? Why are you here? What do you want? Out with it! Do you want me to repair you? Keep your hands off me! If I wanted to be repaired, to defy the will of the cartographers, I would have had your ancestors do it and centuries ago. Have some sense! Farewell. Oh, let's talk some business. No, I don't have any business. Supervisor, anything to say? No.
Of course.
Master Artisan. Nothing here. Pauper, mutant pauper. Month Pa. Let's talk to Month Pa. Let's talk to him. Again. Bye.
Something to do.
Crooked Creek. That poor girl. Let's tuck the fishing rod. Nothing on the hook.
Yes.
Okay, fair enough. No, okay.
I am the very soul of action.
Yes, you are. I think Eratus is cute. Mekala. What do you have for sale? Berserker's Yoke. Ugh, no, +3 damage? Why would I wear that? Oh, no. Dendro Hua, I think I've talked enough with them. Chikekt, no. Meatmonger, let's eat some meat. I don't know if I want to. Especially not this stuff here. And we have done that before, so no need to. No need to eat meat. Okay, so
Of course.
Fulsome. Let's save. Murder in the Underbelly. Now, finally, something happens. Keep your distance, plotter. Get out of your turret, Tiny. The grisly crime scene is blocked by Fulsome and his thugs. Okay, Fulsome? This man towers over you, enormously fat and draped in gaudy robes. His expression is calm, stern even, as he regards the bloody mess spread across the floor and wall. The hooded figures on either side of him tense as you approach. He turns in to inspect you, eyebrow lifted, and raises his hand. His bodyguards relax, watching you. In the space of a second, his eyes flick over you. He nods, apparently to himself, as if your presence has confirmed something he expected. What are you doing in the Underbelly, falling star? Maybe we shouldn't have told Iyene who we are. How do you know? An odd question. You fell from the sky like a comet and somehow survived. My people have been watching you since you set foot on the beach. Now that I have answered your question, answer mine. What are you doing down here? Who are you? The people of the Underbelly struggle. They live and die in the dark. Their sorrows do not reach the ears of those who live in the light. The reflection of your face is a pale circle in his dark eyes. And so I speak for them, for the mighty. Protect them from the predators that see them as easy prey, and I avenge them when I fail. Now answer my question. Why are you here? So he's the mob boss, okay. Are you? I know everyone in the Underbelly, and I am seeking someone as well. Perhaps we can help each other.
I'll remember that.
He turns his back on you, staring down at the vast pool of blood. This is all that remains of Weedle, one of my proteges. I had hopes for him. Now they will never be realized. The Underbelly is poorer without him. The rage beneath his voice cuts each word shorter and shorter. Bring me any information you find. Help me discover the identity of his killer, and you will be rewarded. He exhales sharply, then turns around. The fury you glimpsed in him is buried once more.
I'll remember that.
There's an assassin named Amatkina. She is known as the White Death. I have helped her find work in the past, but she has become erratic. If she is not involved, she might know who is. If you wish to help in this matter, ask her what she knows. The creature named Mappa may know where she is. You can count on me! I hope so. Trustworthy allies are in short supply. Do you have any idea about the killer's motive? I have suspicions, a muscle on his cheek twitching, and I have enemies. It takes no imagination to conclude that this was meant to hurt me and Scratchy throat. Itchy throat, to be exact. But the killer did not slit Weedle's throat and leave him for me to find. No. They spilled an ocean of his blood and scrawled nonsense on the walls. If this is a message from me, I cannot interpret it. Any new insights? Do you live in the Underbelly? Not quite. He smiles like he's paying for it by the millimeter. I rarely sleep, so I need no bed of my own. But I have spent most of my life in these tunnels and grottos. It is a good place, cruel and unforgiving, but good. His slow gaze sweeps over the Underbelly. Sagus foolishly sends its undesirables here, as if it's worthless. But the Underbelly is a place of hidden treasures, wise machines, and kind mutants. If I had a home here, I would not regret it. Fulsome seems like a strange name for you. Why? Yes. The name was a gift, and somewhat of a witticism, from my departed mentor many years ago. Before long, the name was the only one I was known by. Let's examine the murder scene. At first, Fulsome doesn't respond. He merely stares down at you, through you. I will not have you trample through his blood without cause, so there had better be one. Number 4, of course, what else? He casts a doubtful glance behind him, pauses, then nods. Let him pass when he is ready, he tells the hooded figures at his side. They incline their heads. Farewell. Let's say. Let's say we save. And let's watch you watch. Whoa! No! Damn. This didn't work like I wanted it to.
Fine.
Rivulets of dried blood trailed from the circle on the wall, stretching toward the crimson pool at your feet. Was that the same? Oh, it's very live now. Castlevania 3. After already playing Castlevania 1 and 2. Is there a I think Castlevania, weren't there some games that really changed how the game was played? Was Castlevania 3 the one? Going from Metroidvania to something else? To action platformer? I don't know. Alrighty! You will see. That's true. But you did enjoy Castlevania 1 and 2. But you only got through them with save states, right? Or weren't they that hard as I thought they would be? Inspect the hand in the pool of... There's a hand! Ah, damn. Ah. I'm glad I saved before. There was some info that I didn't read because I left the crime scene. Not much remains of Fulsome's former protege beyond a vast, still pool of blood with a skinned hand at its center. A bloody circle scrawled on the wall nearby. Inspect the hand in the pool of blood. A flayed hand with long, slender fingers lies palm up in the center of the pool of blood. The rest of the victim is missing.
Making a note.
You step away. Inspect it again. The fingers of the skinned hand at the center of the pool have curled slightly, but the scene is otherwise unchanged. Examine the bloody circle. Your hand... The first two were not really Metroid. Ah, okay. One was really hard. 2 was easier but still hard. And yes, with save states. And I give a fuck. How do you mean that last sentence? You mean, or did you want to say that you don't give a fuck that you played with save states and anyone who tells you that you shouldn't should go screw themselves? Your hand reaches toward the streaks and bubbles of blood of its own accord, and an iron spark drives through your temples. You stand before a blank wall. Sickening purple-black light spills around the corner behind you. This is your temple, and you have been driven into a dead end by her. Uh-huh. Blood seeps through the wall from the other side, drawing the familiar shape. Frightened, confused, you trace the line, and a gate opens with a wet crunch. The vision collapses, but the memories are not done with you yet, it seems. Another bulges painfully through your thoughts, closing around you. Surrender. Okay, yes. I don't think that you should care. I agree. But I don't agree with my... Again, the bloody white... That happens when you buy or use a Doppelrollo. Just a second here with some new, different... you see that? Yeah. That's a little better. Fresh blood streams over the circle, yanking you through the hollow at its center into the world beyond. A strip of blistered land coiled through a void as black as a gaping mouth. The air is thick, foul, and textured with the slickness of maggots. Nausea slams into you, filling your head, infecting your thoughts. And through it all, you sense a mind in that fathomless darkness spilling towards yours, seeking, tasting, joyful, hungry. You shove the horrific memory away from you, slamming your mind shut like a door and swallowing the knot of nausea in your throat. After seeing that world, the bloody pull at your feet seems almost mundane. What? Was that the bloom? And that might... Hungry? I think that was the bloom. Okay. It's immediately clear that the dashes and bleeding pinpricks decorating the circle are not random. This is a symbol, drawn with careful intent. Unfortunately, it means nothing to you. Before you can look away from the circle, is it the same one? That was the same one. And again, 2 XP? I think that's a bug. Sorry, game, I didn't want that. Okay, leave.
Gladly.
Gladly. Fulsome. Unblinking, unmoving, the huge man waits for you to approach. Oh, farewell. Well, you know, I know who it was. So I will just go to that person and see what I can find out. I'm sorry for the spoilers. But, well... No, let's try it. I will not go directly to that person. But you might know that it... Well, nothing new here. Nothing new here. Ooh, right. Right. Loss of self, Iyene, and her. I found the source of that voice in your head. You shouldn't hear her anymore. You're right. Her eyes fairly glow with a calm and satisfied light. I don't. Thank you. I will remember that you helped me. Way to join them. Okay, farewell. Mallet. Imbitu. Our restless corpse. Imbitu beams at you, clasping his skeletal hands together like a tangle of twigs. Such a curiosity you are. Another vision? No visions. I'm helping Fulsome investigate. Can I ask you something? Of course, and do tell Fulsome hello from me. We are dear friends. Well, he frowns more than I smile, but we do have a grand time whenever we meet, which is often. Would it be okay when I ask your acolytes? You can't allow it, I'm afraid. Not without reason. They are young and easily distracted from the path I've laboriously carved before them. Perhaps another time. One of Fulsome's papa. Another thing. Why? Am I a suspect? Maybe. You're keeping your own counsel. Very wise. Very, very wise. Sure you don't know anything? I don't. I wish I did. Even the best of times, Fulsome is such a surly dinner companion. I can only imagine his mood now. So soon, very well. Okay. Can I talk to them anyway? I cannot. Okay. Farewell. Bye-bye. See you soon. See you later. Alligator. Then I think we should talk to Matkina. We know where she is. We know how you get to her. Maybe she can help with this Fulsome business. Mekela. And she's a merchant. She should know some stuff. Oh, what? Yeah. Okay. What does the journal say? Circles in red. A murderer is loose in Underbelly, the poorest and foulest ward in Sagus Cliffs. If the culprit isn't caught soon, more people are likely to die. Track down the murderer. Fulsome asked me to bring him any information I can find, but he didn't provide much in the way of leads. Fulsome let me inspect the scene of his protege's murder. The body was nowhere to be found, only a single flayed hand and a strange circle drawn on the wall in blood. Fulsome suspects the involvement of Matkina, the so-called White Death, who is an assassin of some repute. He asked me to question her. He isn't sure where Matkina is, but a mutant called Mappa might know. I know where she is. I went to her already, so... Okay. Let's talk to Mappa anyway. And he has no infos about the murder as well. Okay. Either. Not as well. You're back! I hope the world opened its wonders to you. Or at least showed you something new. Anything about the murders? Murders? What murders? Alarm colors his face, and a faint red streak runs through his tattoos. No one tells me anything. One of the drawbacks of being a drifter, I suppose. No one thinks to keep you informed. Of course, in a place like this, people don't generally talk to each other much anyway. Okay. Crooked Creek. Do you know anything about the murders? Oh, then Varanoth, maybe? No. Okay, then let's go to Matkina. Sideways!
Sideways.
Sorry, some burpee time. Take me to the Cave of Last Words. Eh. Hey, Matkina. Matkina is at her table, and as you enter, she idly throws a knife at a target near your head. Missed, she drawls. Again. I'm investigating some murders in the Underbelly. I have to refocus, concentrate. Let's concentrate. Who said that? Him? She jerks a finger at Tibia. I hope you're not taking forensic advice from this gallows glass. I know his reputation, if not his person, and I wouldn't trust him. I have no idea what I've done to offend such an estimable person. And I made no such suggestion. I'm simply accompanying my friend here. Out of the goodness of your heart? What I've heard about you, that seems unlikely. She turns back to you. I haven't killed anyone in the Underbelly for years. There's no money in it, no fear. I've got a style, a reputation to maintain. But if you found any clues at the scene, let me know. I admit, I'm curious who would do a job in that hole. I did find a clue. Circle, triangle, bleeding eye, blah blah blah.
Remember that.
Phew. The Children of the Endless Gate, a splinter sect of the Dendra Ohur. Both of them gifts to the world from our beloved siblings. The Dendra are mostly harmless, disgusting as they are, worthless as their creator is. They have a chapel in the Underbelly. Go talk to them. Oh, thanks for the pointer, Matkina. And then I think I will just go away to the Underbelly.
On it.
Iyene to the tunnel. Okay, so let's talk to the Dendra Ohur again.
To action!
Traction. Fulsome, anything new while I was talking to Matkina? I've discovered blah blah blah. Interesting. Mbitu told me the group had been crushed long ago. I would count it a favor if you continued your investigation. Speak with Mbitu and his acolytes. Tell me if you believe one of them is responsible. Any new insights? Farewell.
Why not?
Why not?
Let's go.
Here we go. Let's clear chat. Just because. We can see a little more. Webcam, really. My little webcam. She's doing her best, really. I know she is. So.
I'm ready.
I'm always ready. Devourer of Wrongs. No, let's first talk to Mbitu. I don't know if he would like it if we talk to them. Yeah. Questions about the Dendrohur. Ah, damn. I thought maybe he could ask us, tell us about the blah 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 blah. Oh dear. I was hoping it was all over by now. Tell me about the children of the Endless Gate. The smile falls from Mbitu's face. I hope you are not asking for the reason I think you are. They began as a branch of the Dendrohur that was more impatient in their appetites. His lip twitches like the memory of a snarl. Years ago, my sisters and brothers and I chased them from the city and erased their names from every record I thought we had. Perhaps, he says, turning troubled eyes on his acolytes. No. This is the first time I've spoken of the Endless Gate in years. They cannot possibly be involved. He takes a deep breath and smiles at you again. It's like watching a wrinkled sun emerging from the clouds. I have evidence.
I'll remember that.
Oh my. I suppose you have my permission. Do be gentle with them. He flashes his teeth at you. If they deserve it, of course. Certainly not. Well, they do come and go as they please, hunting for bodies left in the gutters like broken leaves. He smiles mistily up at the air, as though reminded of his younger years. The devourer of wrongs was standing vigil these last few days, but any of the mothers could be responsible, I suppose. He runs his eyes across them, humming a fretful little memory. Oh dear, they really are a suspicious lot, aren't they? Mallet enjoys hurting people, Kiatawa tells her little lies, and Guzei, well, she's quite unique. He seems as pleased at this as though he accomplished her uniqueness himself. All in all, they're a horrifying bunch, aren't they? I really hadn't noticed before. All of them except the devourer of wrongs. They're a fairly nasty bunch, I'm afraid. Our lifestyle doesn't draw the cream of society like it used to. Talk to them yourself. All of them have their secrets, but they do love spilling them if you help them along. Guzei is quite willing to share her hopelessly barbaric, but quite marvelous philosophies. If you press her hard enough, Kiatawa holds her secrets close, but plays with her hair when she's hiding something, and our dear Mallet cannot seem to abandon the grudges from his old life. Where were you? Ah, I have quite an amazing alibi. Is that how you say it? Alibi? He draws himself up and sets his jaw sternly like a caricature of justice itself. I was with Fulsome the entire night. He can tell you as much.
Making a note.
He leans in close to whisper in your ear. I've promised Fulsome I wouldn't tell anyone. How he helps with things. You'll need to ask him if you want to know more. So as you can see, I'm beyond suspicion. Okie dokie.
On my
Mallet! What's up? What you want, shield mate. He leers. That's this weird sound. There's a fly right next to me. It's a big one. It's a little let's just try to ignore her. Or it. Is that right? He says, glancing at Imbitu. The leader of the Dendrahur gives him a small nod. Yeah, all right. Ask your questions for all the good it will do. Did you know Weedle? Yeah, I knew him. Glad to hear he's dead. He was smart and knew it, always looking down on the rest of us, always ordering people around with Fulsome looking on, smiling. But if you're thinking I chopped him, I didn't. Was getting drunk in a corner of the manufactory. He grins nastily, wondering what all the screaming was about.
Making a note.
You know who you could ask? Kiatawa. I saw her hunched over some corpse in an alley all by herself. Doesn't matter what the meat is, people who eat on their own always got something to hide. He nods at the other cultist, and they want to watch too. She ain't like you or me, she's a mutant, and not one of the nicer ones. Your eating habits. Is that right? He says, scratching one of his sharpened teeth. Not much of a mystery there. I eat people, I like it. If that doesn't answer your question, go on and ask. How many corpses have you eaten? You mean besides you, Shule meat? Can't give you the exact number. You eat what's given to you here, but at least one time at midnight, I was out on my own and found a corpse lying beneath a stack of rusty metal. Someone just left him there to rot. His expression of mock regret barely masks his smile. Maybe I'll go for another walk tonight. Can't help wondering what else I'll find hidden under things. Doesn't eating human flesh bother you? Bother? No. Bother ain't the right word. You think you're gonna mind the taste, but you don't. The part I don't like is that memories from the person you eat end up in your head, and you can't make 'em shut up. The four of us ate this skolak. Not a fancy one, but one with old ropes. Kiatawa was talking about some word she kept hearing after. I didn't get a word. I saw a memory of his when I was picking him out of my teeth. He was lying in bed, dying maybe, waiting for his son to come see him. His eyes kept closing, and his son never came. He shakes his head like a beast trying to dislodge a biting insect. Not that I saw anyway, and that's from just one meal. His eyes flicker away from you, and for a brief moment you see the fear in his eyes, the helplessness. Why do you eat them then? It doesn't trouble me. His voice is shaking. It just ain't easy, but it'll get better. Look at Imbitu. He's been doing this a long time. You glance at Imbitu, the elderly head of the Adendra, who waves and gives you a huge, rotten grin. Okay, something else, and then bye-bye. Oh, do you know the Endless Gate? No. Strange name, though. If it don't end, it ain't much of a gate, is it? It's more of a hallway. No, I told you. Okay. The other members of your family. Family. Good one. I trust my brother over this bunch, and he tried to cut my throat when I was 5. Go on and ask your questions. Imbitu. He's all right. Got half the city scared of him, and the other half bringing him meat. Not bad for an old man who smiles at everyone and never raises his voice. That again? Gazai. Gazai's a monster. Less than human and more than a beast. I've seen her take a corpse face off with a swipe of those claws and tug it into her mouth like pan bread. Didn't stop until the body was gone, down to the last drop of blood. He bites his upper lip, drawing ribbons of blood. Talk to Gazai if you want. Figure her out. Me, I keep my distance. Kiatawa. He opens his mouth to respond, closes it, thinking. Something's wrong with her. And I ain't stupid. I know how that sounds coming from me, just something's broken in her, and it's always getting worse. You feel eyes on you. You glance around in time to see a Kiatawa look away. More about the other Dendra, endless gate, eating habits. Well, okay. Thank you for helping me. Devourer of wrongs. What about Cha? Protege. Good. It rumbles at once, as though it had been waiting for the news. I would have the murderer caught, and caught quickly. It angers me that all of this transpired while I was attending to risk. Despite the statement, the creature's voice is as placid as a subterranean pond. I assume you are here because one of the Dendra who is suspected of being the murderer. I will tell you what I know. I have known Abitu through many minds. He is subtle, clever, and untrustworthy. He's also no murderer. It casually clenches a gloved fist. That leaves the other three. They are all capable of the crime. Mallet is ambitious and desires revenge. Kiatawa sneaks, plots, and keeps secrets. Gazai is not human and does not define murder as we do. The creature's fist falls to its sides once more. Talk to them. Search for holes in their stories. These will lead you to the truth. Which one do you think? Mallet, Gazai, or Kiatawa could be the murderer. Question them and look for falsehoods. These will lead you to the truth. Okay, I will. Thank you.
Happy to help.
Kasai! Yeah, channeling. Her small eyes glow with humor, but flicker first to the leader of the Dendra Huhu. He nods. Ask your questions, tenderling, she says, stroking the back of her hand with her claws. Even this gentle motion draws blood. What do you know about the murder? Oh, tenderling. You used the wrong word over and over. There is no murder if there is no body. This was, and she uses a word you do not recognize, a gruesome combination of clicking teeth and growling consonants. And so, nothing was lost.
Making a note.
We do not know who is responsible, she said, scratching her cheek. Blood spills unheeded from the wound. Kiatawa and Mallet sneak about during the night. They swallow their secrets. They are Dendra Ahur to serve their power and hunger, not to honor the dead, not for... She uses the word again, snapping her jagged teeth with great satisfaction. They are not capable of such kindness. What's that word? Word. Oh, yes, your language does not have the word, so we use our own. She clicks her teeth together thoughtfully, then answers. We know of murder, of course. To leave a body to rot is to say that the soul inside is not worth keeping. This we punish. This decision is not for anyone to make. The word we speak of, is the opposite. On my world, when one of us dies or is killed, we eat their flesh and take their souls into our body. We feel the light of them reach our corners. She raises his claws, smiling. They becomes we. You understand? Yeah, maybe. Yes, she says, clapping her hands together with delight. You understand. This murder is no murder. She pronounces the word with obvious scorn. We know the details. a skinned hand in blood circles on the wall. She says, making a ticking noise. Tenderlings play with their food. Perhaps their murder is young. They do not know they should finish their hands, strip the memories of hard work from the tendons, crunch the bones, slurp the blood from the floor. She shakes her head fondly. Tenderlings. Phew. She crazy. Maybe Kiatawa or Mallet. We never said that, she says playfully, biting her tongue. They kill, but they do not honor. They do not understand who they are. Do you know about the children of the Endless Gate? We know it, but we are not sure how. She drums the claws against her chin, drawing pinpricks of blood. Yes, bloody circles left on the sides of junkyard dwellings outside the bloom. In shadows. Beware the endless gates, let the woman, the people of the community say. It still makes us laugh. Such sweetness. Where did you see it? In the junkyard outside the bloom. But not yesterday. Not last year. A time ago. And then the circles appeared no more. Perhaps the one who drew them moved on. Okay. And Kiyotawa?
Why, of course.
Well, of course, Kiyotawa. Let's talk to you. Yeah. She says, looking over at the old man. He nods. Good. Have to say I'm not surprised the murderer's trail led you in here. What do you want to know? Mallet says he caught you eating a corpse on your own. Any idea who the murderer is? No, resting her hands on her hips. But I've seen what they left behind on Fulsome's boy. A mess. Blood on the walls and floor. No body. She flicks a strand of hair out of her eyes. That's the kind of death you see when someone's sending a warning. Or holding a grudge. I saw it all the time before I came here. Why do you think someone killed the protege? Why? She says with something approaching a grin. Why? This is someone Fulsome cared about. He has a lot of enemies. Why do you think? The Endless Gate. No? Never heard of them. You're sure? She shakes her head, looking confused. But she did play with her hair, didn't she? But she doesn't know about the Endless Gate. Okay. Other than Rahua. Yes, Shiroxy, it is. It is. And I don't think which is worse in that regard, or better, or more, Planescape Torment or Torment Tides of Numenera. There are other games like a book, but in my opinion, I could rather say I've never played any games besides these two Torment titles that were that deep with all their writing. I know that Siege of Avalon was also advertised as playing a book, but I've only played the demo very many years ago via a Computerbild Spiele CD, so I can't tell. All right. Don't expect me to hold back. Imbitu. He's lived too long. Maybe the Dendrohua were something once, but he's just looking for his next meal now. And the rest of them are following his example. Mallet. He likes hurting people. More than that, he's proud of it. She runs an angry hand through her hair and lowers her voice. I'm not sure, but I think he's been killing rivals from his old life and eating them. Again, hand through hair. Okay. Mallet. Okay. Gazai. She used to be worse than she is. If you haven't talked to her yet, You'll see what I mean. She glances at the mutant uneasily. Maybe all those corpses she's eating on her own are bringing sagas into her head, civilizing her, maybe. But that just means she's a predator who knows the minds of her prey. Okay. Other questions? Mallet says, yeah? Maybe Mallet should mind his business, she says, shooting an angry look at the hulking cultist. Sure, it's true. I don't like being down here more than I have to, all right? I barely even sleep anymore. Keep getting the feeling that they are waiting for me to die. Wondering what I taste like.
Making a note.
Not too long ago, I found a corpse in an alley near Circus Minor. And I didn't see why I should share it with this lot. She drags her fingers through her hair. That's it? No secret, no scandal. And since Meredith thinks he can share my hunting with strangers, maybe should ask him how many corpses he found on his own, or if they were actually dead when he found them. Ennis Gate. No. Okay. Thank you. Mallet. How many people you killed, talked, ate, eat, what, you know? Nothing new. Oh, really. I think this Imbitu guy, talking like Imbitu, makes my head spin. Just a moment. I think I need some air. Phew. Was that unexpected that I took out this fan? I've used it before, many streams ago, and since then it lies here. Always ready for this kind of weather. Now, continue. I've talked to everyone in B2. Do you have anything to say to that? I think I know who the murderer is. If any one of you who's playing this game with me has listened here and would want to give up a guess who the murderer is, if you could follow anything of what was being said here, do you think it was the Devourer of Wrongs, Gazai, Kiatawa, Mallet, or Mbitu himself? The hint? Yes, it's one of them. It was one of the Dendra Ahur. But before we continue here, let's talk to Fulsome some more. Fulsome more. And the first time that I played the game, I was wrong. I guessed wrong, and so the perpetrator could flee. And this time this won't happen because I know who it is. But I thought it really wasn't that easy to find out. Was Mbitu with you? Yes. Okay. Any new insights? No. I know who the murderer is. We can tell that to Mbitu and Fulsome. And the murderer was a member of the general. I have questioned Mbitu, the cult's leader. He says that he was with Fulsome when Weedle was killed, which sounds like a solid alibi. So he couldn't be it, even Fulsome says so. Or he has a clone. Mallet. He claims that he was getting drunk in a corner of the manufactory when Weedle was killed. However, he did admit that he knew Weedle, and it sounds as if the pair didn't like each other much. Let's see if we can
Now.
find out if he really was getting drunk. Maybe Month Pa, he's supposed to know everything, can help us. Anything about the murder? Now that is some spooky effluvium. What is that? Effluvium, and no mistake. Circle of blood on the wall, but all they found of the victim was a skinless hand? It happened in that alcove on the other side of the structure, if you want to see it. Okay. I guess he doesn't know anything. Okay, farewell. If that guy was getting drunk here, Mallet, maybe they saw something. Damn.
Yes.
But he's blind. But maybe he heard something. Or the supervisor. The supervisor won't talk to us because he's an unimportant NPC. Okay. Have you seen any Dendro Ahu in the manufactory lately?
I'll remember that.
What does that have to do with anything? The construct roars. Am I supposed to take stock of every human that stumbles aimlessly across my floor? It pauses, its two bright eyes scanning the ceiling. Ah, yes, I did see one. As a matter of fact, a large male was lounging under one of the pipes, drinking and slobbering on himself. Then, it continues in tones of deep disgust, he slept right through all that shrieking about a murder, but even woke up to vomit on himself. Okay, where did you see him? Under a pipe, blubbering and vomiting. So it's not Mallet either. Under a pipe.
Yes.
Can we see some evidence of his vomiting, maybe? No, I guess not.
All right.
Then... it's not in B2. It can't be Mallet, who also want me not to trust Kiatawa or Gazai. He apparently saw Kiatawa eating a corpse in an alley all by herself, which suggested to him that she has something to hide. He describes Gazai as a particularly nasty sort of mutant who might also be hiding something. I have questioned Gazai, a cannibal mutant with claws and sharp teeth. She doesn't seem to recognize that a murder took place because no corpse was left behind. However, she cautioned me not to trust Kiatawa and Mallet, both of whom have been sneaking around at night and keeping secrets from the other cultists. I have questioned Kiatawa. She claims that she doesn't know who the killer is, but she's seen this kind of murder before. It suggests... I hate that word. It suggests that the killer was sending a warning or holding a grudge. Kiatawa admitted to finding a corpse in the city, but she didn't want to share it with the other Dendra, so she ate it alone. Then she suggested that I ask Mallet how many corpses he has found on his own, and she implied that he might have killed some of them himself. Kiatawa seemed like she was hiding something else about her visit to Circus Minor. I should speak to the merchants there and see if any of them see what she was doing. Let's do that. The Master Foreman saw a large male Dendra cultist in the manufactory around the time of the first murder. The cultist was getting drunk under one of the pipes. This would seem to support the alibi that Mallet gave me. Let's go to Circus Minor. Good idea. Which is here. So let's go there.
Fine.
Like I said, if anyone of you wants to take a guess, go right ahead. But I'm not forcing you to, so let's just play the game. And it looks like that we will not leave Sagus Cliffs today. That's a huge fly. Not in my face. Ooh, I think it's on my leg. No, it's not.
Yes.
But then today we will just talk to all the other NPCs to see if we have missed something. Merchants. You should have seen her. Valinda, Siristi. Siristi, anything. Arms merchant. Have you seen any Dendra Ahura? Don't think so. They don't come prowling around here much. You might try down by the grassy stair. They get a little more traffic than we do. Okay. Oh, that's the grassy stair. Prata, have you seen anything? Dendra Ahura. No. Near the market? Yes. What? What? I was closing up shop and only noticed her because she was staggering a little and talking to herself. But she says no? Do you know what she was saying? Something about circles. Farta says, clicking her mandibles. That's it. She kept talking about a hollow circle. Red, hollow, circle. I didn't know the Dendra who got drunk. Discounted goods. Have I read that out before? It doesn't matter. Let's go. Merchant. And they won't tell anything. Zaofi. The sculptor's eyes bulge when he spots you. No! Go away. You'll only draw her back. Your subject's murderer came here? I worked into the night, capturing the victim's grief, his boundless guilt, in every line of his face. I wept as I worked, feeling his loss as keenly as though my daughter had died. His lip trembles, and then I felt her behind me, the icy indifference of the void mingling with an inhuman curiosity. She leaned over me, studying the sculpture, and she said, Sophie pauses, visibly gathering his courage. This likeness was carved with your whole heart. It touches a piece of the truth that mortals must never see. I will take it. Sophie wipes a palmful of sweat from his brow. I think. A blink later, both she and the sculptor were gone. Sculpture. Never again will these hands work clay or stone. Never again will these hands work clay or stone. Never again will I tempt the attention of the mighty. The creature complimented you? Yes, but what if she hadn't liked it? What would have happened then? Farewell. Never come back. Tomago, you haven't seen Dendra who around here?
I am the very soul of action.
Have you ever heard of Mazov? No. Like I said, I don't keep in contact with cast-offs. Whatever the rest of you do, it's your business. Okay. Then let's go to the Underbelly again, because I have to say Kier Tower's alibi sounds better and better, worse and worse. And that was the mistake I made my first playthrough, that I didn't look into the journal to see where it leads me. I never thought of the idea that to go near to the merchants and ask them. She saw Kiyatawa staring around. I think, in B2, that you should keep Kiyatawa restrained. Give her a nice little restraining order. And, you know, just clear chat for a while. Not that I don't like you to type there. Quite the opposite. I love it, but I mean, we have more screen space this way. MB2. Oh no. Mallet. Your alibi checks out. And Gzai, you're just weird, aren't you? But Kiwachawa, I don't know.
Go.
You seem guilty as charged. More questions. Oh no, I want to know more about you. No, then I have some questions. Are you sure? Merchant and circus miner said they spotted you staggering around and talking about hollow circles. Is that right? Doesn't sound familiar. But maybe I was drunk. They get quite drunk, don't they? Did you ask him? Yes, sorry. No, I didn't ask anything. I just said that I discovered the option to clear chat sometimes. And when, I don't know, 15 minutes passed and nothing happened in chat, but there's still chat, which is irrelevant now, the content in there, then I just clear it to free up some screen space. And then I said, this doesn't mean that I don't like you people typing there, because quite the opposite, I love that. But, like I said, screen space, well, you know, sounds good. In B2, all the Devourer of Wrongs, do you have anything to add? No. Okay.
Ready.
Should we go to Fulsome or in B2 first? Murder! Right. In B2. I think I know who the murderer is. Good. Well, this decades ago, I would handle the investigation myself, but I am perhaps a little past my prime. He drops his voice to a whisper. His breath is sour, and wild light dances in the deep places of his eyes. Bring your suspicions to Fulsome. He will take the correct actions. He always does. Okay.
Fine.
And you have the chance to... That sounds... Maybe you will both be happier in such a Neubau, a really Neubau. I wish you very good luck. But, well, if you have to leave in about 15 minutes, that's perfect, because in about 15 minutes, the stream will be over. So, yeah, but thank you for telling me.
Yes.
Are you looking forward to that? To to... Well, go to the Neubau area?
Natural.
Or do you think it's more of a hassle and in reality you're just doing this for your ex-Venger? Fulsome. I know it. Kiao Tawa.
Ready to learn something new.
Interesting. A quiet woman. Somewhat fragile. I have sensed instability in her, but not the aptitude for violence. I will be interested to learn what my people can extract from her. He signals to his bodyguards. They slip from his side and flit toward the Dendra Uhura Chapel at a flat run. Sometime later, the bodyguards race back to Fulsome's side. One of them whispers in his ear and he nods. Kia Tower was already gone. She must have suspected you were close to proving her guilt. At least she has fled. And I doubt she'll return. He growls deep in his throat. If you ever see her again, feel free to do the same thing to her that she did to my people. He gestures to one of his bodyguards, and she hastens forward with your reward. Fulsome looks away. Okay. Bye. I will tell you next week. Mwah! Good luck. I hope you find what you're looking for. And I still haven't found what I'm looking for. Okay, so this worked out exactly the same way as last time. We can't catch Kiratawa, but I saved some people's lives. Because if I slept all the way, or several times, or each time I would have slept, each time I slept, some people would die because of Kiratawa, because I was too slow, and nobody died because I know the game now. I'll find Kiratawa. I promise you. Oh, and this does something. I just wanted to say something. Okay. Okay.
Gladly.
Now, I think there's nothing else to do here. No. Imbitu, what do you say about your weird companions?
What do you need?
Elegant! Improve your skill in... Natural law? I forget that character options and inventory doesn't pause the game. So this can sometimes happen. Oh no, law natural. Who has natural law? Nobody. I do, but no, only I use my flex skill for that. But I can't right now, no. So you get more skill in... Who do we have? Someone who's intimidating? Tybia isn't? He isn't? Maybe Elegant should be. Endurance would be more health. It's okay, but there are not that many fights. And 38 health is okay. Healing. And he can heal people. Yeah. Smashing. Sometimes smashing is the only way. But he does smashing as well. This increases stat pools, not intellect, but might or speed. Which kind of weapon is he using right now? He's trained in melee weapons. Not heavy or light or medium by in any way. Heavenly weapon. What do his abilities use? Might. Then let's give him some more might. Now, okay, confirm. Skirmish Spectacle. Whenever Aratus lands a critical hit with a melee weapon, confer Dazed to all enemies in immediate range of him. Nice. When Aratus lands a powerful blow, his aura flares, blinding his enemies and giving them a moment to consider how outmatched they really are. Nice. One ability, Hook. That's not a bad idea. I'm going to make a bonus attack against the nearest enemy in range without moving. Applies to both melee and range attacks. You're not done yet. After killing an enemy, you can turn your fury on another target without pausing for breath. Ignore the flank fetter. You're never surrounded. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. Hook. Successive attack or brawler. For Aratus, they all good. But he can run, so he doesn't really need the hook. This is only happens when we kill an enemy. And this happens more often. I think Brawler will be more useful in the long run. Heavy or medium weapons? Light weapons don't suit him. And right now he is using a heavy weapon, I think. And I mean, it's Aratus, of course, he uses heavy weapons. Is it a heavy weapon? Yes, it's a heavy melee weapon. That's a medium melee weapon. 8 plus max 8. 8 and 7 plus max 3. Which is 18, which is 16, but without the effort. And it confers bleeding. There's only heals. Light range weapon. Okay, let's level up this Tibia guy. And increase his edge in what? In speed or deception, persuasion? He's my talker. Then maybe I should increase his ability to talk. Intellect, of course. Confirm. 2 and 1, that's good. Now, Elegant. Maybe you should get... I can't give him... Yes, I remember. Aratus is my smasher. I don't need Elegant to smash anything. But maybe he can be intimidating. And sometimes persuasion or deception don't work. Yes, you be intimidating. Yes, you do that. One more cipher limit. And a combat magus. Elegant doesn't rely on esoterics alone. He's just as dangerous an opponent at melee distance as he is at range. Nice! 2 abilities. Choose a damage type. We have an item that does that now. Scanning array. +5 for machinery lore. And the other things. Inside action, what's that? Target an ally with enemies in weapon range, then choose one of those enemies. The chosen ally makes an... That could be... That basically means I can use Aratus to attack instead of Elegant. This way. That's okay, that's okay. Yes, let's do... Oh, I can choose 2 things. Let's not use energize. Like I said, we have an item for that, and scanning array +5 bonus for... On the other hand, what's a +5 bonus? For machinery? Or maybe we should use the hook because he's way too slow. Our little Elegant. This consumes the action. This consumes the movement. Medium range. Yes, let's give him the hook. I really don't need him to have the hook. But, well, why not? Okay, okay. Let's continue now. And talk to Imbitu. What happened here? He stares into the middle distance, gaunt and haunted. It was Kiatawa. She fled just before Fulsome's enforcers arrived. I should have known. I wish I'd known. She tasted of fear and sorrow, but never rage. Never that kind of hunger. How do you think she discovered the Ender's Gate? We were so proud. His usual cheer deserting him. We chased the children of the Ender's Gate from Sagus, never considering that they might bear a grudge, that they might return. He looks at the oily ceiling. There's a sickness in them, a contagious one. I can only imagine that one of them returned to Sagus Cliffs and died here, perhaps on purpose. Kirtawa discovered the corpse, devoured it, and heard the song that spills from the endless gate. Weird stuff with you Dendrohur people. Weird stuff's happening in your lives. Mallet, what do you say? You should have seen Kirtawa running out of here just before Fulsome's people came. Thought she was so clever. Better than the rest of us. But she wasn't smarter than you, yeah? Xai. Well, she doesn't care. She really don't give a shit about people. Okay. So,
Now,
I'm glad that I visited each and every location so I don't miss anything, because this I would have missed if we would have gone to the Valley of Dead Heroes right at the start of the stream, but we didn't. So, I am 5 minutes over the clock, but I will use those minutes, the minutes I don't have, in order to investigate the rest of the city and see what I might have missed. And I'm at the end of my English, really. I think I will stop talking now and we will just go around and drink my water. It's just that when you're talking, you can't breathe. And when you stop breathing, your mind loses focus after a while. And that's what's happening to me. Kasmina Memian. Could sleep here. Blah, 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 blah. Fuck it. Like I said, we have an item. which I haven't looked at now. Ah, one flag skill. That's better. This ornament. But not as long as we don't fight. Maybe he can always change it. That would be good. Then you, Elegant, choose a flex skill in, I don't know, more machinery law. You're my mechanic, Elegant. You're my mechanic. Or my intimidator. Oh, maybe that. I did choose intimidation, didn't I? Elegant? Yes. Then let's just give him more intimidation. What? Pam! Rah!
Who's going to stop us now?
Yep. No items here, none there. He has that. What do I have here? Oddity. Item. That's the ornament. Energize. But I have better ornaments. Although one relativistic damage, but they are bleeding. 2 physical damage per turn. No, you know what? We do that. They share all the fatals and healing. I mean, 1 damage really isn't that much, so why would I use an ornament spot just for that? Energize could be useful for him, but Sucker Punch is even more useful. Okay, but what I want to do was go around, talk to people. One last time. Genocide. How was your day, Genocide? You sound like a very nice dude. Farewell. El Ginto. Stories about your hammer. Again. How has it lasted? Oh, Madar made it. Yeah, I know.
It's
Otterer. Farewell. While we're here, let's go to the Reef of Fallen Worlds. Maybe there's something in the resonance chamber that we've missed. But I don't think there is. But maybe there is, but I don't think there is.
Yes.
Sorry. I hope you didn't hear that. Like I'm always hoping.
Let's go.
Nothing here.
Yes.
The field projectors are omnidirectional. Ah, thank you.
Of course.
That fly is out of control. Ah, sizzle and
Yes.
crack. Okay. So. You were at the Iron Priests as well.
Gladly.
Maybe they do something now that we couldn't see before? No.
Gladly.
These things. No. This
Right.
thing can only kill me. So be respectful. Leave it alone. Let's see. Maybe. What's that? Treasures. Okay.
On
We
it.
have told Iyene who knows about the anechoic lazarette, so maybe some people are there now? It's firmly sealed. Oh, okay. Well,
Here we go then.
of course, we don't have them lock's eye now. So, we were here. And we were there. And Underbelly, nothing. Cliff's Edge and Fifth Eye Tavern, maybe? Caravanserai, we've talked to people. Circus Minor, we did. Government Square, we did. So, only Cliff's Edge, including the Fifth Eye Tavern. And then we will leave this place. Someone else, build a trail. That's Cliff's Edge? That's correct.
Yes.
Thugs.
Now.
Thugs and kisses.
You've got it.
You there? Yep. Aitasi. No, nothing. Barant. Homo.
Fine.
You could buy some claws for us. But they are not useful. This would give us an achievement, because then we would have anything that he has to sell. But I'm not here for the achievements. Map, 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 map.
I am the very
Soul of action. No, he wouldn't. No. We're just friends, I know. I mean, we have become friends, not that I'm complaining. That sounded weird. Stickers. Your people are gone. Maybe that's interesting for you?
I'm ready. I'm always ready.
Hello? Yeah. Okay.
Of course.
Fifth Eye Tavern, and when we're done there, I don't see anything else that we've missed. That we might have missed. Let's just sleep at the cultists and then go.
Yes.
Easy.
Now.
Easy.
Of course.
Almaz. Yeah, no. Leto. Theberos. I like these guys. Some other adventurers. Sayobi. And Dharma. Oh, and Sir Arthur. I almost forgot him. How about the fifth eye? Nothing. Oh, he's always stuck when after talking to Dharma of the Bloom. Again. Did something else come up here? No. And here? No.
Of course.
Then that's it. We leave Sagus Cliffs now. Yep, I think we do. I think we will.
Look out below! Above!
Sideways. There's the caravanserai. Do I need to sleep?
All right.
Yeah, let's sleep. Why not? It doesn't really matter. I mean, they're full. Almost. He's missing 2 intellect points, and we are missing 12 speed points and 4 health. Ah, why not? Let's just sleep. It's free. Sleep is good. Sleep is almost like water. Life. Oh, it's gone. Not my life, the water. And now you.
Here we go then.
Yes, we do.
He seems to have dropped something. Sorry, I can't help you. Another, and again, let's sleep. Ba-da-da-da-ba-ba.
I am the very soul
And Caravanserai is... yeah, I know. It's way around here. Now, flex skill. No, I shouldn't forget about my flex skill. He gets natural law. Was that a butterfly? Do I have even more animals now here? A fly, a butterfly? A fly and a butterfly go into a bar. I don't know what happens then.
Onward.
Why would they be in a bar? Well, for sugar water maybe. Natural. Ha!
What?
You get lore. No, you get intimidation.
Don't push me.
Ha!
Ready to take on the world.
I know. And you get natural. Naturally.
Yeah.
Why can't I use that? Oh, it's still active. Ah. Because we both have this thing. Ah, too bad. That's stupid. Then let's not give him that. Now you get the... no, you get the mystical. Yeah.
I felt better than I do right now.
Right? Natural law, intimidation, and mystical.
Neat.
Now you can put that on again. You, the ring of entanglement. Bams!
Rather fetching, don't you?
I think you do. So, and now here, and then we finish for the day. Phew. 20 minutes overtime. That's okay. That's okay. And I'm hungry. I'm looking forward to eat. Oh, there's the fly. I will get that in a second.
Fine.
Master Renyo, I want to leave place. Please take me to, what was that? I mean, yeah, it was Valley of Dead Heroes, please. To the valley. I need to fly there, please. Excellent timing. My vessel will be departing shortly. Board at your leisure. I should also warn you that we won't be able to retrieve you from the valley. We never tarry there. Its energies are not good for our ship's engines. Let's depart. Yep. Very well, my friend. We will be on our way momentarily. You two lovies, you've been temporarily reassigned. Come with me. What? Oh no. A group of tough-looking thugs approach from behind you. Leading them is Riz, who gives Tybee a mocking salute. Hello, Tybee. Leaving town. My friends and I would like the money you owe us first. He takes an involuntary step back and addresses the thugs. I don't know what Riz has told you, but I promise you I was never paid for the job. I don't have any money, and beating me won't change that. Don't believe him, helpmeets. He's never spoken the truth in his life. Tybee turns to you, pleading. Lad, please, I'm all out of tricks. Say something, get me out of this. Intimidation, good that Elegant trained for this. Captain Tybee is under my protection. Do you want to face the wrath of the changing guard? Oh, he's still better with... Why? Because he's got 2 effort? And he's got... 55? 65. 10 might. 75 for 1. 85. You show them, Eratus, you show them. I'll give him 100. Riz sneers and looks back at his companions. He's not the changing guard. The changing guard is 10 feet tall, and... He pauses as he sees the others backing up and slinking away. Hey! Where are you going? I'm telling you, he's not the changing guard! They beat a hasty retreat and Riz chases after them. That was easy. Come back here, you cowards!
Thanks for intervening back there. Riz and his friends caught me unawares. Me, of all people.
What happened to that cunning and quick wit? It's still there, he says, his eyes flicking away from yours. It's just what do you do when a friend turns on you? It paralyzes one somewhat. As I was saying, we should be on our way. He looks nervously around. I hope you have no other surprises for me. All there, then? The wind is right for us. Let's sail, friends! He begins shouting commands to his crew, and they cast off the mooring lines. The airship pushes away from the spire, and the city of your birth falls away below you. Alow be we you. My head is much. Da, 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 da.
I'll remember that.
Boom. Cool animation. Quest failed. Servant of the Tiles. Why? What? Okay, I think we have to load again. And I have no patience for all of this now. Exit to desktop. I'm sorry. I don't like failed quests, and I thought that surprised me. And next time we will do that, just to see what we should have done, and then I can also talk to them people here in the Valley of Dead Heroes for sure, for real, and don't. I'm tired. Bye bye.